Hey,
What's up, nerds? My name is Bubba, and you are watching and or listening to Beard Bros with Matt and Bubba in the morning.
Did you almost say the wrong thing?
I hesitate.
Yeah.
Every time.
What are we doing here? What time is it?
Dude, we have nobody to blame but ourselves on that. Like, we did this.
I feel fine. What are you talking about?
I don't know, man.
We're doing great.
We super swerved. But hey, I'm Bubba, and this is my bestie in the hallway, Westy, Matt.
And you are over here.
Yeah, everything. We, Matt and Bubba, we are two of the biggie wiggies here at LTN. Biggie wiggies, yeah.
Yeah, biggie wiggy. I'm the biggie wiggy.
I'm the CEO, and Matt is the COO here at Love Thy Nerd. And so, you know, we have the honor of running this ministry so that you guys can love and serve your nerdy neighbors better. And if you want to know more about any of that stuff, please do us a favor. Go to lovethynerd.com and find all the things that we have. We've got podcasts, other video shows, not just this one. We've got a radio station, ltnonair.com. We've got YouTube, we've got Twitch, we've got all sorts of stuff. And we want you to come and hang out with us as much as you possibly can. Speaking of Twitch, we are live.
We're doing it.
Time of this recording, we are live right now on twitch.tv/lovethynerd. And we are here most Thursdays, so long as Matt and I are not traveling.
We'll be here. I'll be here next Thursday. I think you will as well.
Yes.
For the Thursday after that.
No, I think we got two more.
A couple more? Okay.
Yeah,
I can't see my calendar just at present. I know that we're going to be in Milwaukee, the greater Milwaukee area in the middle of September. So if you live in that area, or if you really want to come learn a game from Bubba and I, we will be at Strong Tower Gaming Convention. I said it right that time.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm actually legitimately like excited about that show. I was having some conversations with two of our missionaries that are going with us last night, and also been talking with Aaron DeMaster, who's putting the event on. And we are going to be there running demos, full demos of games.
Yep.
I personally am going to be running Wonderland's War.
Is that what that is? I always thought that was. I don't have the game, and it could have made this list for me, but okay, go ahead. And what else are you doing?
I was going to say and Deliverance.
And Deliverance. Hopefully,
if we can get the copy. This one doesn't work.
It doesn't have the full thing. I will be doing Ark Nova and TBD because I keep changing my mind. Have you all played TBD before?
What are you leaning towards?
I really am. I'm trying to think, like, do I want to do two super long games? Because Ark Nova is at least a couple hours of
that'll be the whole
it'll be the whole time. Yeah. So do I want to do that and then like come with like Furnace or Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition, because I know both of those games really well? Or do I want to like stretch myself and do the first game on my list here, Carnegie, spoiler alert, because I really
have to learn it first.
I have to learn it first and actually play it first. So I have a little bit of time. It's just whether or not I can get it to happen. So my plan is, if I don't like schedule a time to like teach that game, I will bring it and we can learn it together, because
I think bring it and let's play it anyway. I mean, honestly, it's you know, I'm actually looking at the picture of it right now. It looks like a gorgeous game that I just want to play.
Right.
But
are we doing this? Are we jumping into it?
Not
okay.
Whoa there, Nelly.
Whoa, he's on back now. Come
on. The beauty of it is that you don't have to teach the same game every day. You don't have to play the same game.
That's true.
You could play a different game every day, or multiple games a day if you wanted to.
I think I like the idea of just doing a different game each day. That way it stays kind of, you know, pretty fresh.
Yep.
But also it's more for me to like have to remember.
I would like to get my hands on a copy of Turing Machine. So I'm going to ask if anybody has a copy of that I can.
Well, you want to ask right now? Anybody have a copy?
Excuse me, anybody? Mr. Anybody? Doctor? Anybody? Yeah, I still am kicking myself. I was going through, you know, making the slides for this morning's show, like, you know, for the teleprompter that we use on our overhead Yeah, our overhead machine. But I was making the images, and Turing Machine was in the last one we did, and I got real
and then
sad.
like a little tear, like
I got real sad.
Yeah. Well, if you're going and there's a game you want us to teach, let us know. If you're on the fence about going, do it. And if you didn't know about it, there's still time to come.
Yeah.
Middle of September,
Absolutely.
I think it's like the 14th, something like that, 14th, 15th.
We're flying in on the 14th, and then it's like the 16th,
16th, 17th, 18th, something like that.
Yeah.
So
we'd love to have you. I'll be there.
Yep.
Matt will be there. Luke will be there. And then we've got Drew and Sam, two people from our community here. Ice Puddle is actually in the chat. That's Sam.
Oh, awesome.
Yep. And then Wandering Knight, if you see him.
Right. And then we have some other friends who will be there.
No.
The Kirby's will be there.
No friends. No time.
We game together.
Business only.
Yep. Hey, be there. And then if you're not able to be there, we will be at PAX Unplugged as well in Philadelphia in the beginning of December. And that's one of our favorite shows to be
I
at.
could eat a Philly cheesesteak right now.
I could eat like one every day, at least one every day for many days in a row. And then you get a little bit like, should I have another one? Like I've had a lot after like day 4, and you're like, well, I'm only in Philadelphia once a year, so I need to have one more just like to top off the.
Well, you don't want to be rude.
Yeah, you gotta like just make sure you have your max fill. So,
man, I had an opportunity to have a Philly cheesesteak when I was in Oregon this past week, and I could not in good conscience.
Probably your wise.
I couldn't do it. I could not do it.
Oh, there's donuts. Yes. Kyle.
Oh man, we got to do this show. I'm getting hungry.
Me too. We've been watching Alone, and I'm trying not to spoil much for tomorrow. But like, they eat all these like weird things. Like you're watching, like you're making me so hungry right now for the weirdest things.
Well, okay, everybody, tune in to Free Play Fridays at 3 p.m. Eastern time, right here on Twitch.tv/LoveThyNerd for more on that.
We'll talk more on that. That's for sure.
I have
13 foods I want to eat from Alone.
Yeah, not important. Okay. Hey, today we're talking about the 13 games that we have never played.
And I even like added, like Bubba and I were talking, I even added like possibly our Shelf of Shame games. I'm pretty sure between the two of us, we have these games on our shelf and we haven't played
all of them. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have all of them, but I have a lot of them that are on my shelf, and I've just been sitting there and just waiting. I need Chad or Andy or like someone to come over and just teach me how to Dougie. And they won't do it. They won't do it. So we're going to be talking about these games today. And if you have games that are on your list, maybe they'll mesh and we can all hang out and we can play games together and learn these. If you are on Board Game Arena and you want to play a game, let me know. My name is probably Matt Prime or Matt Dub LTN, or I can let you know later. I don't remember right now.
Dicky Matt Shady.
There you go. I'd love for you to come and play games there.
Or you could come play games with us at LTNCon in October.
There it is.
Exclamation point LTNCon if you're here in the chat. If not, ltncon.info. Come and hang out with us. We would love for you to do that. There's still space and spots available. And you can get some dope swag while you're there. Make sure you pick up the bundle of all of the stuff that we have, the t-shirt, the water bottle, the dice tray, the pins, all the good stuff. Coffee mugs, I think, is in there as well. Yeah, absolutely. Guaranteed beard hair. Guaranteed.
And we're going to be doing a giveaway here for a badge for LTNCon. We're going to be doing it, I think, starting tomorrow. We'll run it for the week, and we'll announce the winner the following Friday. So be on the lookout for that, and we'll make that happen for you all, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely guaranteed. 100%.
Hey, so my first game, we kind of mentioned it a little bit. I've owned this game. This is on my Shelf of Shame. I've actually brought this game to several places. I brought it to Gen Con, hoping someone could teach me how to play. I brought it to a game night here in the community. I was really hoping someone could teach me how to play. I brought it downstairs, like just
all the way downstairs.
Yeah, all the way downstairs. Like opened it up and like looked at, like, I gave Erin the Spanish rules. I got the English ones because she can read Spanish, but it was more of a joke. But Carnegie has been on like the hot list for BGG for the past several months. If you don't know about Carnegie, this is based on the life of Mr. Carnegie. What's his first name?
I thought his last name was Hall. Why is it
blanking on me? Somebody put in the chat.
Dr. Carnegie.
Dr. Carnegie. Yeah. So you probably know a lot of
Andrew.
And Thank you.
I don't know. That's Adam.
No,
says
that's right. That's right. Thank you. That's right. Hey, see, I was going to get there. I was going to say doctor as well, and that just didn't sound right. You've probably heard of libraries, halls.
I have heard of the library.
Buildings named after Carnegie. So in this game, you are you're handling his estate. Like basically, like he's passed away, and you're handling the money and trying to open more libraries, halls, buildings with the money that's been left over. Now, I don't know much more about the game beyond that, except I really, really want to play it. I've heard it's one of the better games that have come out in the past year or so. Bubba,
It's
do you
on
know
a lot of
about
people's list. No,
It
dude,
is.
here's the thing, and I'm going to be real with you. I don't know a whole lot about a lot of these games. And
That's where I was a little hesitant.
That's the whole point, right? Is like, this is just an opportunity for everybody to probably shame us for games that we should have played or should know about or whatever. But I'm going to preface everything with this. There are so many games.
There's so many games.
There are so many games out there. And a lot of them are absolute bangers, okay? But like I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh yeah, worker placement's got some Euro aspects to it. You're going to be here for a minute. And I've watched several people try and read the rules to this game. Like I put eyes on them.
Even people who like,
go, no, not today.
Well, even people who are normally like, I brought it to Gen Con, and Andy, he's also at Gen Con. Andy is one of those people, like, we would be streaming a full day here and be like, hey, Andy, I need you to learn this game. We're playing in 5 minutes. And he'd be like, what? And he'd take the rule book. He'd read it really quick. I mean, it may have been like 10 minutes. He'd read it in 5 minutes. He'd teach it in 5 minutes. And then we would go live and play it. And I mean, you know, probably made a couple mistakes, but he's one of those people who just gets rules quickly and then can explain them quickly. So maybe it was just the time of day and he didn't.
Well, we were watching Lightyear. So
that's exactly. I watched that. It was good. Sorry, this was
fantastic.
Yeah, it was really good. I was surprised. Hey, so Andrew Carnegie was the benefactor and philanthropist. Upon his death in 1919, more than 350 million of his wealth was bequeathed to various foundations, with another 30 million going to various charities. His endowments created nearly 2,500 free public libraries that bear his name, the Carnegie Library. So you are working with this money that's been left. So that's the basis of the game. Absolutely want to play it. Okay. After this,
don't say it.
Okay, I can't because I'm rearranging my house again. So after this, sometime soon, I'm gonna learn this game. This game's gonna be learned. That's for sure.
No, it's not, Matt.
Yes, it is.
You're gonna learn it at
to.
Strong Tower. Don't act like you're gonna learn it any sooner than that.
No, come on.
And what's gonna happen is we're probably gonna have to get somebody who's already played it, just sit down and play it with us.
I know. Somebody, there's videos. I'm gonna do it. It's my goal to make this happen. We're coming in the Warm Beer household. We're making September, no TV September, kill your TV month, as best as we can. So we're going to do our very best to do things that aren't like, you know, TV related. Like obviously I have a job to do, so I will be here.
You're grounded from your job.
So my goal is to learn these games and play these games. So
okay,
that's our first game, Carnegie from Quind Games, 1 to 4 players. It's 120 to 180 minutes long.
I'm telling you, man, you're here for
ages 12 plus. You're in it, but look at that thing. Like it just draws you in.
But if you win, you get 30 mil.
Is it on Board Game Arena for real? Yeah, board games all September. That's right. We gotta make that happen. I'll keep you all posted on how that goes. We played D&D last night, and we can talk more about that tomorrow during free play. But it was really good. Honestly, it was really good.
So many questions about that game.
I know. I've got some great things to talk about. Hey, let's move on to our next one. This is another one that's on my shelf of shame. Now, Matt, when did you buy this game? Oh, just at Gen Con. Oh, Matt, what year did you buy this game at Gen Con? Well, it wasn't this year. Yeah, it was last year.
Yeah.
Matt, have you opened it? Oh, yeah, I opened it. Did you read the rules? Yeah, I read the rules a little bit. Same way as I read Carnegie's rules. This game is like, if you all have played the Dinosaur Island, Dinosaur Island games. Dinosaur World's the movie. Dinosaur Island. Is it? Oh no, it is Dinosaur World. Okay, thank you. This is the roll and write version of those games. Now, those games, there's a lot going on. Your table is very full of dinosaurs and attractions and stuff.
Rars and rights.
Rars. So this is the rar and right, roll and write version of that game. Now you don't have this game, right, Bubba?
No, I passed on it.
You passed on it. I still really want to play this game, and it's one of those ones like I keep thinking I'll bring it to a game night, but then I'm like, someone will have to learn it. Someone will have to sit down and actually this one just seems to have a lot going on as well, which I really want.
Because it's a Dinosaur Island game.
Because it's Dinosaur Island, but I really like roll and writes. Like,
oh, same. You've got two on this list.
I know. I just need someone to sit down and say, "Hey, Matt, let me teach you how to play this game."
Yeah, I do like the complexity of like heavier roll and writes. I think about games that are similar to this, Rolling Realms by Stonemaier. Like I really like that, and that's kind of that's a lighter version of this, even conceptually, But still, roll and writes are really great. Cartographers is still in my top 10, just because of its ease of play.
Yep.
So, but the thing of it is like when you sit down with something like this, and there's another game on the list here for good reason, it's just this sheer complexity of it all.
There's a lot going on. I would even put this, if you all have played Hadrian's Wall, like similar complexity, another like flip and write type of game, like just a lot, two pieces of paper you're trying to keep track of, which choose your theme and go for it. But this one's from Pandasaurus Games, 1 to 4 players, 30 to 45 minutes, which I think once you get the game down is probably good. It says ages 10 plus. I guess I don't know. I would assume it was older than that. Maybe my 10-year-olds could play it, but
10-year-olds like dinosaurs.
Yeah. So that's probably what it is. Yeah, a 10-year-old dinosaur. So I really hope to get this one off my shelf of shame and get it to table. We will see.
You may just have to donate it. Yeah.
Don't you dare. The next one on our list, another roll and write type game, is Three Sisters. Now, this is from the same creators who brought you such games as Fleet the Dice Game. And Fleet the Dice Game is one of my favorite roll and writes. You're catching fish. You're attracting fish. You have fishing boats. It's awesome.
It's good. It is crazy intense.
It is a deep game, and I feel like I played it several times and was taught the wrong way to play it. I'm nervous I'm nervous to get this one to table. But you're farming, you're rolling dice. Again, like you have two sheets of paper you're trying to keep track of.
That's so much,
crops
man.
And things. There's a lot going on there. I think this one looks like it's less than Dinosaur Island. But
pro tip on this game, and also Fleet the Dice Game, don't be an idiot like me and try to write on the front and the back of a single sheet. Just use 2 sheets.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna let them figure that out themselves, but
I would like to save everybody the pain, because you'll forget about the thing on the other side of the sheet. You just will.
You will. You absolutely will. So yeah, just then the next game you can flip those over and use the same one. So
you get a whole nother game.
This one is from Motor City Games, and it's 1 to 4 players, 30 to 60 minutes, and ages 14 plus. This is a game I backed on Kickstarter. Did you back this one too?
Oh, I have. It's on my shelf of opportunity.
Oh, I'm sorry, shelf of opportunity. My apologies. I feel ashamed though for mine.
You can have a shame shelf.
I've opened it. I've looked at it. I've mostly read the rules, and it's like one of those games again, like where I'm just constantly thinking like I could take this one to a game night and I could play it and enjoy it, and people would play it and enjoy it, and I just need to sit down,
theoretically speaking,
learn it, and theoretically speaking. See, in the chat here, I'm already seeing people.
Yeah, and I'm like, if you know how to play this stuff, just teach us at LTNCon if you're going to be there.
Make me a video real fast. Just tell me.
Video me, bro.
I need to make it happen. But this one definitely will be. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna learn this game, because I don't think this one is as difficult as Roar and Write and Carnegie as soon as you get going. So correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm gonna really work on, Aaron, if you're listening, we're gonna play this game. Look at me.
Dude, you're making a lot of promises.
Well, what else am I doing besides lots of stuff?
See, my approach to this list was, here are games I have not played.
I need to make
these are games I'm going to play.
I'm probably feeling that pressure to learn these things. Oh man, just all these games sitting.
Well, hey, you have all of September, so make it happen.
Okay, deal. All right, we're moving on pretty quickly, but I figured this would be a pretty fast show, which is okay. We can chat about other stuff. Now, this game has been around for a while here. And not only has it been around for a while, there are now 2 editions of this game. Did you know that?
I did when I was looking this up. It said, this is the first edition that you see here.
Yeah, so there are 2 editions. The second edition just came out in 2021. The first edition came out in other years ago. I can't remember what it was.
20-odd.
Yeah, so this is Great Western Trails from Eggert Spiel. And this is another one of those sandbox style games. It has the theme that I just, my Red Dead heart just thrives for. And it's one of those games I've seen at conventions for years now, years at game shops, years. And I think I want to get that game. I
always play this stay away from it because the box art does absolutely nothing for me.
Well, which box art do you like better, first or second edition?
What's the grayscale one?
That's the first one.
Yeah, that's the one I've seen.
Okay, so you didn't see the second one though? The second one is colored and
it just say Red Dead on it?
Basically, yeah. It's colored like a stream and some.
Yeah, and I try not to be as fickle about that stuff as I actually am, but I can't help it.
Oh, are you talking about even the board here? You don't like the board art?
No, the board's fine, but you have to open the box to get to the board.
Yeah, they made a new box just for you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Jared gets it. He understands.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's just one of those games. It keeps. I don't own this game. But it keeps calling to me. I've seen it. I almost bought it yesterday. Someone was selling it on a Louisville board game group. They're like, "Hey, I'm trying to cull my collection. I'm selling some games, and this one was $20." And I was like, should I do it? Should I do it? And then
maybe for $20 you should have.
I just kept scrolling. I was like,
coward.
I have too many games I haven't played. Okay, I'll check in. I'll check in.
It's still available.
Hey, 1 to 4 players, 75 to 150 minutes, ages 12 plus. I know this game is on Board Game Arena. Maybe that's where I need to play it. I just don't know if I would feel like I'd have the full experience because I'd want to play it in IRL first.
I think what we need to do is we probably need to set up just hey, teach the Beard Bros games.
.com.
Yeah, and we'll just set up a night maybe a night a week or something like that on BGA.
Does it have to be night? That's my worst. That's my darkest hours.
4 a.m.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, next one on the list. This game's been around for.
I can't believe you haven't played this game.
Since the dawn of time. And I've never played it. Now, that doesn't mean, that's not to say I don't want to play it. It's just, I've never been to a place where someone's like, hey, let's play Carcassonne. It's always like, hey, let's play something else. I'm not, Carcassonne's there.
You're getting roasted in the chat, by the way.
Am I? I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, really? All of you have played this? You played this so much?
This was a staple.
I'm sorry.
For us.
I didn't know about it until, I don't know. I've probably always known about it. I've never had the opportunity to play it. Here's the thing. This is like Catan. I'm gonna say some words that you probably are not gonna like. To me, this is a Catan style game where this was a springboard to a lot of other games. So instead of people going back and playing this, they're like, let's play Sorcerer's City. Let's play some other tile laying game. Yeah. Because this was the springboard to all of those games, and no one's going back and playing Catan, and no one's really going back and playing Carcassonne. In the chat, let me know, when's the last time you played this game? Yeah, 2001 Game of the Year. There you go.
Twice on Monday.
You get out of here. You did not.
No, it's what Sean said. Played it twice Monday.
You really? Oh, okay. Now I'm seeing it. Yeah. Well,
This is a quick game. Now, here's the thing, Matt, with the kind of games that you have been privy to, I don't know that Carcassonne's going to scratch any itch that you have right now.
I like these types of games.
I think it would be just a check for you.
So you think
I have played Carcassonne. Check.
Do you think that this it's just nothing to write home about? Like, it didn't age well? Like, what is it?
I think the game is fantastic.
Okay.
But I have a lot of nostalgia built up in it.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
And there are memories. And we're not going to get into the philosophy of games, but like a lot of reasons people play games are because of the memories that they made the first time, or they have a good memory that's attached to a game. Like for instance, I'll play Nemesis at almost any point just so I can either airlock one of my friends or the alien queen. Like those are the two things I'm looking for.
Just what you like to do, yeah. Rude.
But like with Carcassonne, we would sit down and we would play this with Anna's mom, and it was just you just pull a tile out of a bag and play the tile. That's it. The mechanics are so simple, but again, I think that it's probably on a list of games that people should play, because it does feed into a lot of other games. And I would absolutely, if I was trying to teach someone Sorcerer City, we would sit down and play Carcassonne first.
Here, I think what my other issue, I say issue, that might not be the right word, but my other thing about Carcassonne is because I've never played it, and it's kind of like Dominion. Now, I've played Dominion before, but there are no less than 1 million expansions or
I've
extras.
Got a massive box.
Yeah, you have the big box. Like there are so many that where do I jump in? Do I need these expansions? Like I wouldn't
play the base game.
Just play the base game.
Just Carcassonne base.
And I think also like I've never picked it up because it's been out for so long. Like just going and looking for it, at least in my local game shop, like it's still $35.
Yeah,
like somebody has to own it that is near me.
It's
that
basically
I
a
don't have to buy.
Nintendo game. Like it is just not going down in value.
Yeah. Well, hey, that right there, Carcassonne. I don't need to probably tell you much about it, but it's a game you can play with ages 7+ or 30 to 45 minutes.
Or Matt plus.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, everyone. This is I need to find a copy of Goodwill. That's what I need. If I need to find a copy of Goodwill for $1.99, then I will absolutely pick that one out.
Oh, just rent it from Goodwill. Yeah.
Oh, your library has it. Okay. See, I need a better library. No, I think my library is remodeling, so we're hoping.
Sorry, New Albany Library.
No, it's the Floyd County Public Library. If you're listening, we need board games. Hey.
Are you ready?
I think so. And I don't have much to say about this next one because I don't know much about it. But the next one is Power Grid. Now, this is like one of those games that I always see in the box looks massive.
Yeah.
But I've only ever heard good things about it. And people will say, oh, it's kind of like Power Grid where you do blah, blah, blah. And you've played that before. I'm like, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I got power in my house.
But like, this is like one of those games that it's just always been on my list to play just because I've only heard good things. Have you played this one?
Mm-mm.
Sean says there's got a lot going on in this game. And that's kind of what I gathered as well. Like there's a lot going on. Mostly I gather that because the box is as big as probably my torso is. And I'm a pretty tall guy. Like it's a mass, unless I'm mistaken, it's a different game. But it's a very large box.
People that like this game, like really like this game.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know that I've necessarily heard anybody that was kind of humdrum about Power Grid.
Well, and it's also been around since, let's see here, Power Grid came out in 2004. So it's been around for a long time. And for a game to come out then and still be relevant in a market that's widely oversaturated with games, like people are still going back to a game that came out almost.
Yeah, I mean, especially, a Euro style game like this, which is, I mean, it, for all intents and purposes, seems like not like a massive concept of a game.
Yeah.
It looks like you're just trying to control different parts of the power grid.
Yeah.
And the different stations that you own are worth different points. And I'm sure that there are a lot of other things going on, but.
Right. And there's yellow. So I like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I made sure to put as much yellow in these pictures as possible.
For those of you who've played it, what would you compare it to? What modern or newer games would you compare it to? which games have borrowed from Power Grid, because maybe I've played those ones.
So JC Phenom here in the chat on Twitch is saying that he has multiple maps.
Oh,
so I like that, because how many games do you play where you just spoiler alert, the answer is all of them, where you're just playing on one map all the time?
A lot.
Yeah, and so being able to change up the strategy, it's almost like playing a new game. And so I do like that. But I mean, honestly, I would love, I'm not going to go out on a limb and say the same thing that Matt's saying, that I am going to play all of these, but I would love for somebody to sit me down and teach me their favorite game. And if your favorite game is Power Grid, like, that's what I live for. I live for people to share their experiences and the things that they love with me. And so if you find us at a con or at LTN con or wherever on a Tuesday, just say, hey, I'd love to teach you this game.
Just if you're going to teach me after 10 o'clock, don't expect me to remember. Like after at a convention, at 10 p.m. at a convention, if you teach me a game as complicated as this looks, I probably won't do very well. Just heads up. So this is from, where is it? 2 of Spiel, 2 to 6 players, 120 minutes, ages 12 plus, so you can play with your kids. Okay, and Terraforming. Okay, so borrow some ideas. Okay, that's good to know. Has Shades to Ticket to Ride, Concordia. Okay, well, I guess I need to give it a whirl. That sounds good. I'm in for that. I do pretty okay at night, and I can still function. But if you're trying to teach me a heavy game after about 10,
it's not worth it. I'm just telling you right now, I'm gonna do everybody a solid. It ain't worth it.
For me or for you? Both?
For them. It's not worth it for them.
For them. Okay, yeah.
I almost never play games with you that late, period, let alone teach you a game.
No, because we've learned to not do that, unless it's a game that I know well enough where I don't have to think, or it's a game you don't have to think a lot about.
Because here's what's going to happen. Matt's going to complain. He's going to get real crotchety, real grouchy. And then he's gonna say, this game is so I don't even know what I'm doing.
I will only
and
do
then he's
that
gonna win.
I will only complain out loud if we are close friends. I usually try to keep it in.
It's true.
Usually.
But he will beat you. Just know he's gonna complain the whole time. He's gonna pretend like he doesn't know what's going on. And then suddenly there's a 10-point swing and boom, he got you.
I don't mind staying up late and playing games, but there's just I think at conventions especially, we get up so early and we're walking and talking and moving and shaking and playing games all day that at 10 p.m. I'm mostly a zombie at that point. I want to sit and I want to veg out and just play a game that I don't have to think too much about. So
we can talk more about that dynamic in another show, because I think that's really interesting. The amount of games we bring to conventions versus the amount of games we play at conventions.
Oh man, low for me.
It's an interesting dichotomy between those numbers. Hey, you got one more?
I can talk. Let's do the next one. This one I almost didn't put on here because of the shame aspect of it. Shane gave me this game not long ago. Long ago, quite a while ago. And I haven't been able to play it yet. It's been on my shelf. It's just sitting there taunting me and looking at me and just saying, will you just please learn this freaking game? And
well, if it makes you feel any better, I think you're gonna learn it at Strong Tower Con.
Am I?
Yeah, because I think Wandering Knight is going to teach it.
Okay. Well, I might actually attempt to learn it before then. What I need to do is just set a day where I just learn games, read, watch some videos, be ready to roll. At least a couple, maybe not too many. I'll overlearn and be too much information. But Castles of Burgundy just had their anniversary release, or some type of different box set released not long ago. And Shane gave me his older copy, and I haven't been able to play yet. I'm sorry, Shane. But it's just, again, it's on my list. Everyone speaks very highly of it. On BGG, it has an 8.1, which for a game that came out in 2011 originally, that's really good. That's a really good score.
It's in the top 100. I mean,
and
legit.
Mike still says it's definitely in his top 10.
Ooh wee! I've never played it. Like I am way more of an Ameritrash gamer, if I'm being real. I'm a big fan of highly thematic. I like pretty combative stuff. So these Euro style games, it's not that I don't like them. I'm just, you give me a choice and I'm going to lean towards the other one 98% of the time.
I'll play almost anything.
No, I mean, if somebody wants to sit down and like teach me something, or they're pretty insistent, I will also play anything.
Yeah.
But if I have the choice, I'm gonna play a game that I'm comfortable with. I like the art of. I think it is fun, or it looks fun, or whatever. Like that's kind of where I'm gonna lean. So, but I like, again, I looked at the box cover for this game and it didn't grip me.
Well,
and
it's 2011.
20 out of 11.
Yeah, 20 out of 11. The early turn of the century.
I was still a baby in 2011.
Yeah, you're just a twinkle in your mommy's eye. Hey, Castles of Burgundy from Ravensburger. Is it Ravens?
I say Ravensburger.
Okay, I was told it was Ravensburger.
By somebody there, probably?
No, other people, but now I don't know anymore. So it's Ravensburger, Ravensburger.
Let's meet in the middle. Ravensburger.
2 to 4 players, 30 to 90 minutes. And you probably have all played this game, and I'm just like not with it. So I will learn this game.
Don't stop saying that. But this one, I think you have the highest chance of actually learning because
you don't know me. I'm gonna prove you wrong, and I'm gonna do it all.
I can't wait.
Hey, next game on our list. I don't know a lot about this one either. Terra Mystica, but everyone speaks so highly of it. But
I'm gonna be real. I have never heard of this game.
You haven't? Came out in 2012. Back when you were just like, I think you were still in diapers back then.
I was still pooping my pants in 2012.
Yeah, you got an 8.1 on BGG. Again, like one of those games I don't know a lot about, but everyone seems to love it. If they love it, they really love it. And for a game to have come out 10 years ago and still being talked about and still being like wanted to be played, like think about your game collection, everyone. Like games you got 10 years ago, are you still playing those games? Maybe. Not all games you bought 5 years ago. You still playing those games? Maybe. Now, as I've gotten older and I'm a little bit wiser, I've been able to not purchase all the games and be able to just get the games I want to keep and I know that I'm going to play.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would like to play this game. It's one of those games like I would definitely need someone just to teach me how to play it because it looks like there's a whole lot going on, and it better not be past 10 p.m.
It looks like the factory had some leftover pieces from Settlers of Catan,
and so they made another game.
That's what it looks like.
Let's see. It says, well, end game bonuses, hexagon grid, income. So it's a full information game without any luck that rewards strategic planning. Each player governs one of the 14 groups. Yeah, so it looks like there's a lot going on. A whole lot going on.
Okay. I mean, again, if somebody wants us to teach it, I'm more than willing to sit down and learn it. But I don't know that this game would make any of my must learn, must play lists.
I think is this like it's probably the same as like Carcassonne for me, like where it's been around for a long time. Where like I just feel like I need to play it to know, and then I can say I can see the appeal, which I probably will, but but I would rather play fill in the blank game. Terraforming Mars. Okay, it's just Terraforming Mars. I don't need to play this game then.
Oh yeah,
take it off the list. No, I'll still try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Terra Mystica, 2 to 5 players.
Yeah.
60 to 150 minutes. I didn't put who it's by, but you can figure that out.
Somebody.
Feudorland Spiel.
Yeah. A lot of Spiel games you got on this list.
Well, you've kind of a big deal. So, hey, next one I've actually played, and you have not. Yep. I own this game.
Cascadia. So now we're getting into the games that I added to this list. From here on out, this is going to be Bubba First ones were Matt, and this now from here on out it's Bubba. And again, I know jack and squat about it, other than this is a game that I should have played because I do like the box art. And so I am excited to play it. It looks gorgeous. I do like the wildlife theme. And I know that people that have played Cascadia are like, holy crap, this is so good. It's not because of difficulty. It's not because of any other barrier other than I haven't taken it, put it on the table, and played it. Like that's it.
I own this game. I've played this game a couple times. This game is I wasn't for me. There's other games out there I guess I would pick up and play with the same complexity. Now I like the wildlife theme. I like, tile placement theme, like style game, but like I don't know. It was fine. Maybe I need to play with more players. I only played with 2, so.
I feel like when we played Acropolis, I think that scratched the itch a little deeper and a little better.
Okay. Yeah.
For this kind of game.
Because you're laying down like a 3 set.
Yeah. Chunk tiles.
And you lay on top of each other.
Yeah.
Now I won't say that this is a bad game. I don't like it. It is a fun game. It's just not a game that like I'm always itching to play. Maybe I need to play it. I honestly probably need to give it another go with more players and see how that goes. But I can see why this is on your list to play, because it does, the colors draw you in.
It's not on my list to play. It's on my list of games I haven't played. See, my take on this list is basically a shame of myself.
Well, you're a big shame then.
Your list came with a lot of promises. Mine comes with 0 promises.
Oh, I don't believe you.
Mine's just truth bomb. Boom. So, Cascadia, Matt, you've got all the information in front of you. I don't have the doc open.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Cascadia AEG, 1 to 4 players, 30 to 45 minutes, ages 10 plus. It just came out, last year?
Last year.
Yeah, 2021. Yeah, are we in 22
And if you're looking
still?
for some like good low to medium weight, light to medium weight games, AEG is probably a good company to look at. They've got a lot of stuff that's easily digestible, I will say.
Yep, I agree. But this one, I think is worth it. It's got an 8.0 on BGG, so it's still like that's pretty dang high.
Just Cascadia.
Still pretty dang high. But I think it's worth the play. And you all may enjoy it more than I do. I think I need to give it another whirl.
Yeah, and I'm not promising I'll play it, but it's
well, too late. I already heard it. Someone edit that, please. Hey, this next one,
this one is for shame. If you've been around for any length of time, like massive amount of time, you've heard me talk about Access and Allies. You may have been like, I know what Access and Allies is. I'm not stupid. This Access and Allies is my father-in-law's favorite board game of all time. While we were at Gen Con, Matt was there. I had it in my hand. I was ready to pay for it. I was going to buy the OG Access and Allies
from 1981
chonk box, the big boy.
Yeah.
I was going to buy it, but they weren't ready to take payment.
They really tried.
And so it was probably good because my father-in-law was never going to play it. But he would play every single,
faction.
There we go. That's what I was going to look for. Every single faction. He would play Access and Allies single player. One time, I bought him Access and Allies, and I bought him the newest copy of Access and Allies, but it was still Access and Allies, not Pacific Rim, or anything like that. That's a kaiju movie, but like it wasn't any other expansion. It was just Access and Allies, but they changed some of the pathways, and so it made it different enough that he and I basically had a very heated argument. I'll just put it that way. And we folded the game up and never played it. Never. We brought it out. He looked at the board and got immediately mad, and then we never played it. And so to this day, I have not played Access and Allies. And when we go to Gen Con, there's a massive group of people that is all they play all weekend long is Access and Allies.
There are in a tournament. So many versions of it too.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, I mean, the war never changes,
That's right.
Right. But to be fair, I'm not a massive war gamer. I did tell you guys that I like direct conflict. I like direct conflict not in actual war-like scenarios. I like it to be a little bit more
different,
fake, dramatized, however you want to say that.
Dramatized.
But
I would play this one. Give it a whirl.
I think I would play it. I don't, because I like Risk.
Right.
And this is like, Risk on steroids. But I just haven't played it. I'm just being real.
There's a lot more pieces there than I expected there to be.
Well, they're all in one spot. Yeah.
I get that, but I didn't realize, like, I don't know enough about the game to know, like, oh, that's a war game, and I just kind of avoided it. But looking at this photo, I'm like, man, like subs and aircrafts and
there's a lot.
Troops and
there's a lot
mines. Are those mines there?
No, so those are counters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that you don't have to have 50 million troops.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. There you go.
I don't know if that actually comes with the game or not, but
Milton Bradley. I don't think Milton Bradley was the original publisher. Gedco Games was, but Milton Bradley probably made it bigger. 180 minutes. That's what it says. Probably could be longer than that. 2 to 5 players. And ages 12
or plus. One or single player game. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe that. Yeah, I know he did it, but 400 pieces. Whoa, gosh, that's a lot.
Yikes.
It's a lot of pieces. Hey, I'm actually surprised this only has a 6.6 on BGG, to be honest with you.
I'm not.
You're not?
No, because it's dated. Like there are other things. I get it, but
like it's still like again, how many games are you playing from 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 40 years ago in this case?
But here's the thing, though. You're not wrong. But here's the thing, Matt. This game has been around for so long that if you were to just like say, hey, in the moment, like in its heyday, review this game, I'm sure it would have been through the roof. But over time, I think that's what's brought the rating down. So
okay. That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, so that's Access and Allies.
Yep. I'm surprised. This is a surprise for me.
I have never played Everdell.
Do you own this game?
No.
It's so good.
I know. I've never played it. And I couldn't even explain the game to you. That's how little I know about Everdell. You got a
tree, and you plant, you squish the berries a little bit, and resin, stuff like that.
There's a little badger character in the middle.
Basically, you're collecting cards. There are different buildings and houses, and there are different workers or teachers or whatever that can correlate to those houses. You get to play for free. You're just basically trying to get the most points by worker placement. You're placing your little animals there and grabbing said resource to be able to do said thing. It's pretty straightforward, but the theme just really draws you in.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
It looks gorgeous.
Do you want me to bring this to Strong Tower Con?
They probably have it there. Honestly, they've got a library. I'm down to play.
Aaron loves this game.
I just haven't. That's the thing. This is me being raw with the audience here, with my people. And I know it's just it's gangbusters. People love Everdell. Every time we go to a con, it's got a massive It's got a massive space, and it's gorgeous. And we've never sat down and done a demo or anything like that.
We can make that happen. I think this would be a good game to learn. I think that we probably need to make a commitment at Strong Tower to play more games. Okay.
This game fits into my milkshake category games because it has such good table presence and the tree. And even I had to cut the tree off in the picture here, but it goes up another bushel
30 feet,
on the top there. 30 feet.
30.
It's redwood, yeah.
My only I won't say this is a complaint, but my only hesitation with this game, and if I didn't already have the base game, I would probably Carcassonne this one. There are so many expansions, and they just keep pumping them out.
Oh yeah,
so many expansions that you don't need them. but like it can be overwhelming to not have them, at least for like a collector like myself, like just wanting to have them all. So
you don't have to talk to me about that.
You got it.
I collect Unmatched.
Oh, I can't stop now. I'm
behind.
You're behind. What are you missing?
I don't have Jeff Goldblum.
Oh,
I almost picked it up at Gen Con. I don't have that. I have all this. I have all the sets, I believe, because I got the last Marvel sets that came out, and then they're already starting to pitch all the other ones. And so, but I have Bruce Lee. I've got the 200 some odd freaking dollar Bruce Lee. Did you see that?
Yeah, I'm like blown away that one is so expensive.
What did we get that for? $12?
I'm not getting rid of it. That's for sure.
Yeah,
you can't get it anymore.
We just bought it at a con. It was no big deal. But anyway,
well, Deadpool. You can't get Deadpool anymore either.
I got Deadpool. I mean, like, I like it. Anyway, we're not talking about Unmatched. We're talking about
sorry. Hey, we're talking about Everdell. Starling Games. Yep. Wonder Knight put it in the chat there. There you go.
Never played it. Maybe I will. I'm not going to make any promises.
No, I think this is a game you would really enjoy this game.
Yeah, it looks like it has a market. I like games with market mechanics.
Yeah. Out of all the games so far on this list, I think this is the game that would draw you in and you would really enjoy it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Can you give me like give me a half promise, okay? Give me one half promise, please.
Super maybe.
There you go. Make it happen. Hey, this next game. Wait. Whoops. Did you?
I did. I changed it up.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
change it up.
Well, there's a game on here that I guess we're not mentioning. We don't have to.
What did I put? What was the other one?
7 Wonders.
Oh yeah, I've not played 7 Wonders either. I decided to swerve that for a big surprise at the end.
Okay. Well, okay, ready. I'm now prepared for the next one.
I have never played Blood Rage, obviously, because it's on this list. Kyle gets up and walks away. I mean, I've never played Blood Rage. I've never played Rising Sun. There are a lot of games that fit into this category that I've not played. I have played Lords of Hellas. Okay, I did play that, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. But I played Innis. We really enjoyed Innis.
I like Innis, yeah.
So games in this vein I do enjoy. I have just never gotten Blood Rage to table. I don't have it in my house.
I owned this game.
Did you really?
And yeah, this is actually one of the when this game came out. Yeah, this is one of the first like big box games like that I purchased, like with lots of minis, and we played it fairly often. But I found the more I played it, the less I liked it. I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but like I know some people love this game. This game's still pretty high on BGG.
Oh,
It's like 40th on BGG all time right now, is like, which is huge. But this game is just, I don't know. It's not for me. It's not for me.
I didn't even want to say that it's not for me personally, because I think that I might enjoy it. I know it's a long game. Like, I get that. I understand it. But at the same time, I do like this style of game. I just have never played it. I have stood around while other people play it. Same thing with Rising Sun. I've been there. I've understood it. I think that if I had the choice, I would play Rising Sun over Blood Rage.
I actually like Rising Sun quite a bit.
Yeah,
I know they are similar games. Sean, I had not played with any of the expansions. I actually flirted with getting some of the expansions several times. Right? I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only an hour and a half long game. It's not too long. So you could probably make it happen. We'll watch it. Go ahead. Go buy it. We'll wait here. We'll wait here. You're running the store.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. But hey, there you go. That was a freebie for everybody. There's a lot of hotness. We didn't even scratch the surface of that. There's a lot of hotness that Matt and I have not played.
That's true.
Because we just, again, there's so many games. And to be fair, I do not have a gaming group that this is applicable to. I play a lot of casual games.
Right.
I play a lot of party games because that's the audience that I have to play games with.
I think Blood Rage, you could probably, just knowing the games your group plays, they would probably enjoy this game. It's not a party game. I get that. It's not like Dice Turn. I get that. Like, but I think this is approachable enough where there's not a ton going on that you could probably get them to play this and enjoy it.
I think the meat in the middle I would be, and this is a bit of a stretch, but it's still a middle space, is Marvel Zombicide. Like, I think that is a middle ground that I could get them to.
Yeah, I should have never
it's still
demoed that
cooperative. Game. It has a Marvel theme, which people are familiar with, but the gameplay is still engaging enough that it is, it's different for them, right?
Yeah. Next time we're doing something like that, like we demoed that at Gen Con. Don't let me do that. Okay? You
let me do it.
You know my weakness.
You made me do it.
I wanted to get out of there. I wanted to demo a thing to get those promo cards. But we demoed it and I was like, oh man, shouldn't have done this. I've resisted
now
so far.
I want that game.
I know. Yeah,
I have Zombicide. The only my saving grace on that is like it's too expensive, and I being like I gotta collect them all Pokemon guy, like I would want to have all of them, and I already spent way too much on Marvel and X-Men United, so yeah,
they're like it's in the similar vein. Like I think it's $600 all in. I was like I cannot do that.
Well, you know what?
I cannot do that.
Matt, I'm glad you brought that up because my final game is HeroClix.
Oh man, don't do
I
this
have
to me.
never played HeroClix ever.
Well,
no, it's not even ever been mentioned. Hey, Bubba, we should play HeroClix. And Matt loves HeroClix. Can't shut up about HeroClix. I have a box of HeroClix back there that Matt sent to me that I need to give back because he wants them now. I've never played this game.
This HeroClix was my entry into deeper games for sure. I am just a huge Marvel comic book fan, and to be able to take my favorite heroes and villains and battle them against each other, like that does everything for me. But I have to stop myself from playing because they keep coming out with more and more and more, and I want them all. I gotta have them all. And I like when the game first came out, you could do it. You could have every one of them from the set, and it'd be a challenge, but you could do it because the prices weren't too bad. The game wasn't too huge. And
Matt, tell everybody what you had to do in order to have the money to do HeroClix.
Well, I mean, this is a different story. Like we newly married, working at a coffee shop. In order to have a little extra free money, I would give plasma a couple times a week to go purchase
totally
HeroClix.
Attainable. You can have all the HeroClix you want.
Yeah,
you just
totally
gotta sell your
attainable.
plasma.
Oh yeah, we are looking at Star Trek figures, aren't we? Yeah, I guess we
I don't
are.
know. It looks like over here on the right-hand side there are
Sentinels.
There are some Sentinels.
Yeah, there are a bunch of like licensed other characters.
There are 1 billion heroes clicks. Clicks.
If anyone wants to play this, let me know. I've gotten rid of. I
don't think this one's on Board Game Arena.
You can play other things. There's other games like Marvel Crisis Protocol is another one of those games. Like I just avoided it because I knew that it's a money sink for me. I just know my limit. I have too many games where I'm like getting when they come out like Unmatched and Marvel Champions for a while there. I'm a little behind, but like, I don't. It's tough. They gotcha. They're gonna get you.
Well, they didn't get me because I've never played it. So
yeah, buy them all.
I'm not even tempted to play it. Like I think that's one of the things. Is I'm just not even tempted to play it.
This is like kind of like it's a war style game. So
there's too much going on the battlefield.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah,
there's a whole lot going on. This game came out in 2002 originally, so it's been around 20 years. And the cool thing they're doing is like a lot of collecting type games. Like I'm guessing card games are the same way. Like they'll retire sets.
Yeah.
But the cool thing with what they're doing is they brought about cards into the game probably 15 years ago. They're bringing out new cards that allow you to use your older HeroClix in the modern age, and they've updated some powers and stuff, which is super dope. So I could have a whole podcast just on HeroClix, but I won't bore you all. Yeah, so I love this game. But this game I have to be very careful with this game because money.
It'll get you. And you only have so much plasma.
I only have so much plasma. I only have so much space in this house too. And we just bought a new house. Like, you can't really see it behind me, but on this side over here, these are all HeroClix right here. Right over here. Yeah, this whole area is just full of like large HeroClix that won't fit. Like, they're the big ones, like that Sentinel there, that won't fit in any boxes. So, hey, there you go. Hey, Bubba, thanks for that surprise.
We did
that was
it.
A good one.
Yeah, and I thought that you might like that. Yeah. So I did that for you, Matt. I did that for you. Well, I think that's it. I think that's going to do it for our episode. Those are 13 games that we've never played, and thank you so much for heaping your shame upon us. We appreciate that.
Keep it to yourself, would you?
Yeah. Hey, be sure to check back in next week. We will be back here next Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern time for another episode of Beard Bros with Matt and Bubba in the morning. And we will be talking about something. I honestly don't know what it is, what the topic's going to be, but we'll do a better job of letting you know so that you can get your maybe your submissions in, things that should or shouldn't be on the list, and we can kind of talk about that. And then do us a favor, hit us up on Discord, !Discord here in the chat, or go to lovethynerd.com/Discord and join our server. We'd love to have you. It's poppin', and we think that is the place where our true community happens. If you don't do Discord and you want to join us on Facebook, we've got a Facebook community for you to join as well. Just search for Love Thy Nerd on Facebook and you'll find us. Also, !Socials here in the chat for all of the good stuff, or lovethynerd.com/community. Take you anywhere you need to go. Hey, we're going to get out of here. We're just a little bit over time, but you know what? I think it's fine.
Pretty good.
Just barely. But hey, make sure you can also listen back Saturdays to this show on LTN On Air. You can go to ltnonair.com. That's our radio station that we have. That's streaming 24 hours a day. You can get to it via the website, our website at lovethynerd.com/radio, or you can just download the Live 365 app and search for LTN Radio. We'd love to have you.
Yeah.
Hey, once again.
Hey, hang out for the raid. No, hang out for the raid.
We're not raiding anybody. Oh, we are, because Frost isn't up.
Yeah, that's it.
We're going to raid somebody. Stick around for the raid.
And hey, I'll sign up for LTN Con.
Do it. I'll do all the things.
Just do it now.
Do all the things.
Hang out for the raid. You know, I got a raid.
I'm Bubba.
I'm Matt.
That's Matt. And we'll catch you next week on another episode of Beard Bros with Matt and Bubba in the morning. No one else tells you this. Just remember it's true. Jesus loves you, nerd.
Bye. Bye-bye.